So we can get back to it. Oblivion, finally doing the mainline quest. And we're being sent off to get MacGuffins because our regent-to-be, well, our monarch-to-be, he hasn't been crowned yet, so I suppose he is to be. He wants to finish off some kind of esoteric collection, so he's sending us off to do a bunch of errand boy quests, of which I think we've done 2, and he wants us to do more, so sure. Yeah, so I have deciphered whatnots out of this cursed book. He knows only of one place. I might still grab... Ah, yes, one of these rare artifacts. When is it not? Well, your wish is my command, sire. Let's get to it. We love fetch quests. I think that was one of my main problems with Skyrim. Everything was just a fetch quest, and those dungeons were just so bad. I don't think I could ever be one of these people that just plays Skyrim forever. Or even ever again. Well, we'll see. I've surprised myself before. Right, is this going to show up on the map for me? Yes. Oh, it's down near Kvatch. Well, all I can say is thank goodness for fast travel. And thank less goodness for being a vampire, because whenever time passes, we seem to have our vampirism kick in big time, and then we feel the need to feed. But it's not manifesting itself just yet, so we can probably go around our business. I'm just curious if Shadowmare actually followed us this time. What the... Oh, it's a sheep. Very curious how it works with the horse following me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it absolutely does not. I think one of the biggest issues is that the horse doesn't show up on my map in any way. So it could be hard to know where it is. But we're fast enough that it's not such a big deal just to get moving. I'm sure my horse will show up every now and then just to say hi, and then to utterly destroy some wildlife. Ooh, I hope that's not what I'm going for. No, it appears to be beyond that, so we can look at that Oblivion gate and say, not our problem. Or so I hope. They seem to have pretty fat loot in them, these Oblivion gates. But that's not why we're here. We're here for our king. Because Patrick Stewart told us to do so, and we have not questioned his orders at all. Oh, our character doesn't need to go into the Oblivion gates anyway. He can smell what's behind them with that protruding nose of his. Or at least he used to have a beautifully sculpted nose and crimson chin until vampirism did some face melding. I'm still a bit unhappy about that. Well, more than a bit. Yeah, don't question Picard's orders. I was never a big fan of Star Trek, but I did a few years ago start watching quite a bit of... Okay, well, I don't know which season is called what, but whatever had a lot of Patrick Stewart in it. The Next Generation, I think. Okay. This all seems about right. Affix bayonets and charge. Although also save and save often. Especially since this game has crashed on us on a few occasions by now. Right, we're in. We must find this great stone we were told about. But perhaps all this blood indicates that it's going to be a dangerous place. For them. The Next Generation, yeah. You would likely enjoy the Ferengi. They seem like your kind of people. Yeah, so there's quite a few episodes featuring the Ferengi. It's an odd series, because there's a lot of stuff that I thought was really good, and then a lot of stuff that I thought was incredibly cringe. But isn't that just the way of it? He knows I'm here, doesn't he? I see what the problem is. Oh. That's not my problem. This is my problem. I have not adopted my true persona, that of Grey Fox. He's the miscreant behind all of this. That massive Fortify sneak really helps get the drop on these fools. The cringe is called Wesley. So there's a guy I lived with, and occasionally he would just blurt out, "Shut up, Wesley!" And I did not understand what he meant. Well, obviously he was dissatisfied with whatever situation he was in whenever he said that. But I did not understand why he was shouting out at this Wesley character. But now I see and understand. And yes, do shut up, Wesley. Hang on, there seems to be some fighting that isn't involving me going on down there. What is this? I don't know, and I don't see particularly well. Let's see if we can fix that. Why are they all fighting amongst themselves? When in doubt, come and be the equalizer. Yeah, bones don't hold up too well to being mashed by giant two-handed hammer? Question mark? Everything's blunt in this game, so hard to say. Well, I gotta say, if they want to soften each other up for me, they're all the more welcome to it. But how do I proceed here? I could always steal these stones, but I'm already very over-encumbered. So perhaps not. I can feel my movement speeding up after killing the other actors in the area. I know people have told me to look into a proper FPX fix, but I feel this just adds to my enjoyment. The jankiness of the sudden speed up that we get quite often. Aww. You must be a terrific spellcaster if you were able to perceive the great fox sneaking up on you. Also, I'm stealing your scales. Not that I do a lot of mixing and potions and whatnot. They made so much of monsters being able to fight each other in the marketing of this game. In practice, it never matters one bit in the game. It's not about mattering. It's about capturing the imagination. Besides, we have seen enemies fighting amongst themselves. We've seen guards fighting amongst themselves, which I found very, very amusing. I think it was a poacher or... Well, no. There were two archers out there, and for some reason they started aggroing on each other. But I really like it when a game seems alive. And that means the game is going to do stuff without my involvement. I don't like it when it feels like everything in a game revolves around me and my actions. That's why I fell out of love of Dynasty Warriors, the newer ones. Because it didn't matter outside of what you did. Everything was just you in the older series. Up to 4, but 4 started to decline. I'd say 3 was the best for it. You were but one man, a very influential man, but still one man in the giant army. And if your Eastern Front wasn't going to hold, it didn't matter how well you pumped down on the Western Front. Your commander was in hot water. God, I love Dynasty Warriors. I've only streamed it twice, I think. I don't think it's a very good streaming game. But it's a game I enjoy a lot. I still play Dynasty Warriors 3 from time to time. Although really I only play about 2 or 3 missions, mostly just Guandu. This is where I came from? Yes, okay. Thank goodness this game has maps. Could you imagine how long... I'd still be in the sewers trying to leave the Imperial City at the start if it weren't for this game having a map. Orienteering is not my strong point, to put it lightly. I don't know how some people just have this innate ability to know where they are and where they're going, but clearly God left that piece out when he was constructing me. Out of otherwise flawless ingredients. Games with good NPCs and their actions mattering are few, sadly. I love it myself. Let's see, there we go. Even The Long Dark was a good example of that. The thing I like to bring up is how early on in my times of playing Long Dark, I was in Desolation Point. I was just minding my own business, and then a rabbit ran out, and then immediately following it, there was a wolf chasing the rabbit, chased the rabbit, killed it, and ate it. And I liked that entire interaction, because it didn't involve me at all. It was just the world doing its own thing, nor was it scripted at all. And that I really appreciate. $1,000 dues. But that's not the real stone that I came for, is it? Varla stone. Sigil stone. Sigil stone. Maybe that's how you do enchantments or something, but I'm not all that fashed about it. And those charge weapons, yeah, well, so do my giant throbbing biceps. It's not so much fun if they don't ragdoll down on the first hit. I wish there was a skill to enhance the amount of bonus sneak damage that I do. My favourite bit of combat in this game is just sneaking up on someone, swinging the mace, and watching their limp body be cast to the side, like an old snotty tissue. The murder house always comes to mind when I think of that, because the people there just die in one hit. Sneaking around, clobbering them all down. Almost like that. Almost. Oh, you love the giants in Skyrim. You fight a giant right at the start of Skyrim, as I recall. That was your introduction to the Fighters Guild, is it not? You rock up, and even if you do nothing, they go, "Oh, wow, well, look at you. Aren't you so special, you Skyrim player, you? Maybe you should join our guild, and you can fight more of these things." Although I might be completely making that memory up. Now, if I want to fight giants, I'll play Dragon's Dogma 2 or Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Wilds coming out real soon. February is going to be a difficult time on my personal time. January and February. Kingdom Come Deliverance, Monster Hunter, Freedom Wars. There's a game that I don't think I've ever mentioned playing it on the channel. But Freedom Wars is a Monster Hunter-like that until... well, it still is. It's shackled to the PS Vita, I think it was. Yeah, not the PSP, the PlayStation Vita. And that is a horrible console to exist on. Because that was right in the era where Sony had this brilliant idea to make games consoles, sometimes even really good games consoles, and then have no games for them. And unfortunately, the PlayStation Vita was one such casualty. And yeah, Freedom Wars is stuck on that really good but really malnourished handheld. Do you have a favorite ARPG? See, I'm not even sure what we mean with ARPG. I'd need some examples. I'm not much of an RPG gamer overall. The PlayStation Vita was such a disappointment, says Annabelle. Well, the PSP was by far the best handheld console I ever had. Oh man, I had a PlayStation Portable and a Nintendo DS, and it really felt like the future of gaming is here and now. Beautiful for the time. Backlit. Multimedia. Oh, the idea that I could just copy videos onto my PSP and watch it anywhere. It was tremendous. Of course, these days that's nothing special. We all have a portable do-everything device in our pockets now. But this was before those days. I remember going on those family journeys, being bored to tears, but wait, I've got a PSP. And now I can see if these people were foolish enough to have an open Wi-Fi connection. They are? Oh boy, now I can very slowly use IRC on my PSP. What a time to be alive. Okay, seems like we've reached the mythical location. Jake, you don't watch movies. What videos did you copy onto your PSP? Yes, what indeed. I don't know how these things would perceive me to begin with, but down they go. I kind of feel bad for clobbering headless, armless wee zombies. I think you need to be at least mildly interested in the story to enjoy an RPG. I don't agree, Radu. Take this game, I'm not invested in the story in the slightest. I just want to go around and club people to death. And that's my story. That was my story in Kingdom Come Deliverance as well. Although I think by the end I was invested. When you didn't get your redacted back at the end of Kingdom Come Deliverance, I did feel that that twinge of feeling that you only get from a story you're actually invested in. Alright. All mine. Surely this won't become a problem. Sure doesn't seem like a problem. Let's leave. Hello and goodbye. Wait, King? King of getting clubbed? Maybe not. Yes, king of getting clubbed, but king of doing me in on the way there. Oh boy. Well, this is why I have 117 lockpicks. This is why I had 117 lockpicks. You didn't even grab his staff? He's on... Well, I'm not much of a staff user here. I'm not particularly interested in doing any magic. Wait, is there a more convenient way out? Well, whether there is or there is not, it's probably faster to go the way I know. Morning, Jake. How was sleeping in? Not great. It was such a terrifying occurrence. So I think it was about midnight or so. Last night, you lose track of days when this happens. But yeah, it was about midnight or so. I was like, oh, okay, time for Betty bye-byes. I've got Oblivion in the morning. And then I was thinking, you know, I was just thinking about Victoria 3 earlier. There was something I wanted to check. Yeah, I'll just quickly load up my Lubeck save and investigate this thing that I wanted to check out. I can't even remember what it was. And then I blinked, and it was 9 in the morning. And I looked at my save, and I looked at the fact that I owned most of the known world and was just busy bullying people whilst figuring out a few things about the economy. And that was worrying. Where did that time go? How did that happen? Then I realized I was meant to be streaming Oblivion in a few hours, and I thought, well, we all know that's not going to be happening. So I just shoved it back in the schedule, and I had to do some chores as well. I had to go to the shops, just staggering my way over. Did my laundry, hung it up to dry, and then I just went to bed and collapsed. And you know what? Once I'm done with this, I'll just be going straight back to bed. What a life to live. I still maintain that Victoria 3 is pretty bad, but good, bad is sometimes not a factor in playing something. I really, really do not think I would ever stream Victoria 3. It's such a bad game for streaming. Well, there are many bad aspects to it. And a lot of that, I think, is down to how unreliable it is. I'm going to do this Diplopay. It's pretty important to me that Russia does not get involved in this. Game, tell me, will Russia get involved? Russia has a -70 of getting involved. And you think, okay, what does that mean? Will they get involved or not? The game just gives you a shrug and says, oh, I'll never tell. Okay, well, let's do this Diploplay. Ah, you can sway 3 countries in this Diploplay. Okay. Oh, you mean I could if it weren't for these other things getting in the way. So now I can sway nobody. Oh, and Russia's getting involved. And so's Great Britain. Okay. Well, I guess I've lost now.
What do you need, friend?
The risk is too great.
I know the risk. I was at Kavach. But there is no other way. We have no choice.
Oh, well. Yeah, it's a good thing these people don't know of the horrors of Grey Fox. Still have my scowl on. Well spotted.
The Countess will never agree to it.
She will. She must.
Very well.
What do you need, friend?
The blades are, as always, at your disposal.
What illicit things does he order of the blades?
Here you are. I have good news of a
Yes.
sort.
Let's see what he thinks of your plan.
You're back, and you've got the Great Stone. Yes, you did. I can't force you to do anything. I understand that, and I thank you. I never thought to see a great welkin stone, as beautiful as all the old tales tell. But of course its beauty is a mask for its deadly power, like everything crafted by the Aliads. Now, we need only one more item, and we'll be ready to open a portal to Camoran's realm. I should have seen it sooner. It's the counterpart to the Great Welkin Stone, just as the first two were the opposed powers of the Daedra and the Divines. Welkin stones contain the concentrated power of Mundus. Their counterparts are sigil stones, which are used to hold open Oblivion gates. A great sigil stone, then, is what we require. You're not going to like it. Joffrey doesn't like it. The Countess of Bruma certainly isn't going to like it. Great sigil stones are the anchors of great gates. The kind of gate the mythic Dawn opened at Kavach. The kind of gate the mythic Dawn wants to open here to destroy Bruma. I said you weren't going to like it. The risk is great, I know. I was at Kavach. I saw the terrible power of the Daedric siege engine. But we have no choice. The only way to recover the Amulet of Kings is to allow the mythic Dawn to proceed with their plan to attack Bruma. No. I'll lead the defense of Bruma myself. If I am to be Emperor, it's time I started acting like one. Remember when we first met in Kavach? I told you that I didn't want any part of the gods' plan. I still don't know if there is a divine plan, but I've come to realize that it doesn't matter. What matters is that we act, that we do what's right when confronted with evil. That's what you did at Kavach. It wasn't the gods that saved us, it was you. Were you acting for the gods? I don't know. But now, it's my turn to act. Please, my friend, I need your judgment, not your obedience. I explain myself to you so you understand me, and so you can explain to the Countess. I'm afraid she may take a bit more convincing than you. Good. Have her meet me in the Chapel of Talos for a council of war. That seems a fitting place to make such desperate plans.
Good evening, sir.
Well, we are an expert at convincing people. A little bit of gold in the right pocket, and then my hand swiftly back in that pocket.
What is it? Martin has made his decision. The blades stand beside him.
I thought you'd have more to say than that, you giant weeb. Okay, let's hop to it. But can't go to battle on an empty stomach. Where's the barracks? Just give it a wee bit of a sucky. Can't trust myself not to burn in the morning sun after all. I can't believe Jake lets all that gold go to waste. I know it burns me up inside, leaving all these goods that I know could be grabbed and liquidated down. But the only reason I'm not doing it is because the UX for buying and selling is just so atrocious in this game. So much clicking for every single item. I suppose that, and it doesn't feel like gold can achieve much for me. But yeah, sometimes getting gold is the reason unto itself. I often hunger for games about wealth acquisition. Might explain why I'm still playing Victoria despite saying how much I don't like Vicky 3. Well, it's not that I don't like it, it's that I think it's bad. It's very different things. I also think Draken is bad, but I still like it. For all the wrong reasons. Been a while since we had Draken. Can't wait to fake out for that on the archipelago.
It's a pleasure to see you.
I heard that you helped the guard close that Oblivion gate. Thanks. We were getting worried about that damn thing.
How are you doing, former Grey Fox?
None of the other cities have sent aid. Bruma stands alone. She holds public audience in the Great Hall on weekday mornings. If you need to speak to her, that's the time to do it. Go bother someone else.
Greetings. What news from Cloud Ruler Temple? A desperate plan indeed. This prince? Emperor? Martin would risk my whole city to gain a great sigil stone? This is the only way to stop this invasion from Oblivion? I must confess, you are the first person to speak of victory against these Daedra. This war has seemed hopeless to me. But what else was there to do but hold on and wait for a hero to arise to save us? And now it seems there is an heir to the throne after all, hidden at Cloud Ruler Temple. And perhaps a hero as well? You avoid answering my question. Very well. Don't think I doubt you. The rulers of Bruma have long had dealings with Cloud Ruler Temple. We know whom they serve. I will meet Martin at the chapel. When all is ready, I will order my men to stop closing the gates and prepare for battle.
Love that look of disgust she just gives me all the time. But we're used to it. Alright, I don't quite understand what that achieved for me, though. When I'm ready for battle, I should inform the Countess. When am I not?
Come with me to the Chapel of Talus.
She's got... you and Bird, you've got your... invincibility. How I don't like it. Oh, right there. Guards right there. I was all ready to grab some gold off of her. But yeah, in Western RPGs like this, maybe it's better that the UI for selling is as bad as it is, because otherwise I'd be taking everything that isn't nailed down. Jings, I was a monster in Kingdom Come Deliverance. I liquidated that entire Cumin camp. And then, much to my joy, it replenishes for the main battle, so I could empty it out again. Still had some trifles with that game. The game wanted me to, what was it? A siege engineer was needed, right? And it's, go convince this guy to come and join us. So what I did was I clubbed him overhead and I carried him all the way to the siege camp. But that didn't count. It was about 20 minutes of me just hauling his ass over there. People did not like that on stream, but that didn't matter, because I wanted to do it.
I will call out my militia if necessary, but must we truly stand alone? I don't think we can survive the Daedric onslaught.
I have to get allies? What if I don't want to?
As you wish. I will wait here while you prepare yourself for battle.
Nah. You use your militia.
I will call... So be it. Bruma's fate is in the hands of the gods now. And yours. Bird, deploy the troops for battle.
As you command, Countess.
Couldn't help but notice that Bird has lost his invincibility.
Come on. My men will need all the help they can get today.
Is this all we've got?
Huzzah for the Emperor! Huzzah for the Emperor! Hail, Martin Septim!
Hail, Martin Septim!
Hail, Martin Septim!
Martin
Martin Septim!
What a visionary Todd was.
To arms!
That's all we get. Oh, hang on. Oh, no! You again! We need to fight the Daedra.
We must protect Martin during the battle. He is the Empire's last hope.
You need to protect me.
My place is on the battlefield. The time for hiding in Cloud Ruler Temple is over. Come, let us go down to battle together.
Come on. My men will need all the help they can get today.
I need mental help. Also, why is he using a dagger? Oh, no. Come on, we need to get moving swiftly. I hope these are also on our side. Okay, it's the battlefield. Open gates, open Mythic Dawn, Great Gate, enter, retrieve the stone. Can I not just go right now? Because I got a problem on my ass. Martin and I have arrived. I must protect him. Must I? Don't tell me he's lost his invincibility. Oh, he has. Oh, dear. That might be difficult, Martin. Guards of Bruma think I'm evil.
By what we do here today. Will we let the Daedra do to Bruma what they did to Kavach? Will we let them burn our homes? Will we let them kill our family? No. We make our stand here today for the whole of Cyrodiil. We must hold fast until the hero of Kavach can destroy their great gate. We must kill whatever comes out of that gate. Soldiers of Cyrodiil, do you stand with me?
Okay, oh, thank goodness. No! Not me! Do I look like the Daedra?
Stay sharp.
Wait, what am I even doing here? I must protect Martin until the Great Gate opens. I'm assuming that's going to be... Oh, wow. Oh, cool!
Someone's been murdered.
Out of here, Darth Maul. Your movie stunk. God, they really hate me. What have I done? Take out the giant lizard folk. Everyone's shouting, why won't you die, but not at the Daedra.
That's the best you can do. Let's get this.
Ow. Getting tired of your nonsense.
Watch the
They're even going fisticuffs. I really hate my guts. Are you friend or foe? It's really hard to tell. Okay, the Great Gate is opened. I must enter it at once. Yes, please. I must not be here anymore. You alright back there, Martin? Glad to hear it. Okay, now let's just hope, of all the things that follow me through the gate, it does not include the army of Bruma. Ooh. What happened to the guards chasing you, trying to kill? I don't know. We had to go through the Oblivion gate previously for Bruma. Whoa, that texture. And when I came out, they hailed me as hero and then started trying to kill me. To this day, I still don't know why. It just works, I suppose. Yeah, maybe they've realized why they all feel so anemic lately. Yeah, go figure we can't wait, and I assume I can't just walk over this lava. But what if I could? What if I could? No, and come to think of it, my vampiric ways mean I'm also extra vulnerable to fire. Whoa! The great censored eye of Sauron is having nothing to do with me. You're on a timer? I'm on a timer? I have entered the Great Spire. The siege engine is crawling towards the portal. If it exits, all is lost. Oh, okay, well. Let's get a move on then, shall we? Equipped with our lime candy axe. Oh yeah, it's actually crawling forward. That's pretty cool. That's a little less cool. Ow. I hurt, and I don't have time to just rest this away, do I? Well, down the hatch. So many different potions, man. Fatigue, health. Where's just a big health restoration? That'll do me nicely. It was very cool back in the day. I still think it's cool now. And you can trust me, I'm an excellent judge on these matters. Although I won't claim to know what I'm doing here. Hop. Am I meant to jump and board that thing? I don't know. Am I meant to enter this big wall of flame? Probably no. No, that doesn't feel like the right thing to do. Yeah, if only I had my horse, I could scale this. Definitely cooler than Victoria 3 Spreadsheet Simulator. Maybe cooler than the military. Perhaps this was the actual way up. Of course, I've gone and just done myself in coming this way. Aren't you meant to recover a stone? Oh, God, I'm glad you remember. I did not. Yes, there's a stone I'm meant to get. The stone of the counterpart of the other MacGuffin. People have been saying that it's Sean Bean doing the voice acting for Martin. And I have no reason not to believe that, but what's Sean Bean known for? The only Bean I'm more familiar with is Jim Bean. Dying? What? I really think I've gone the very wrong way here. Well, maybe. Oh, definitely. He was Boromir in Fellowship of the Rings, and many other films where he died. Boromir, he was the one that went mad and tried to do terrible things to Baggins, right? Frodo. It's been so long. I wonder if I could tolerate watching that film again. Okay, where's that stone? Are you the stone? Out of my way. And please stop setting him on fire. Vampire, no like fire. This gate is opened elsewhere. Are you elsewhere? How does one grow this old and not know a thing about pop culture? It's the default. If I'm not interested in something, I'm very, very good at ignoring it. A skill that does me well in life. Ow. Please cease and desist, Dramora. Could I just drag one of these common gems and tell him, this is it? Trust me, bro, this was it. Ooh, right, just flashed up. 8 minutes to go. But what if I want to rob this corpse? Which I do. Then I'm out of luck. It's also quite hard to navigate because our character is moving obscenely fast. Oh, that looks about right. Maybe so, maybe no. That was a very quick minute. Right, enough out of that. What's going on here? This absolutely doesn't seem like the right place to be. I think Bruma might be doomed. Ah, see, you should have opened to that one. Sean Bean is Trevelyan from GoldenEye. Can't go wrong with GoldenEye. Yeah, Mr. Maze is on my case here. How do I open that giant gate? And why can't I Morrowind levitate around it? Maybe I can just go around the thing. Ah, see, there we go. Mr. Maze has taught me well. Now, where's that stone? Thinking about it, coming to the land of fire and lava as a fire-weak vampire might not have been our top... Ooh. Might not have been our best of ideas. Hopefully there's still space in my gullet to chug down another potion or 3. Ah, how about resist fire? Now that does sound handy. What with all the fire going on around here? Right, you gotta go. There is no time. Need a potion of resist axe. Who would have thought wandering around in all this metal armor, this light metal armor, might pose a problem? Why won't you die? Oh, nice stun. Very nice. Need more of that in my life. Okay, this better be the stone, because time is not on my side, Darth Maul. Yeah, 3 minutes, in fact. Oh, God. Okay, we've seen one of these kind of places before. Yeah, I saw the little loot thing, but there was no time. I hope I don't also have to leave. That's going to prove difficult. Oh, or it will prove oh god. I reached the Great Signal Stone, closed the gate, the Battle of Bruma is won. Does this look won to you? How are you doing, Martin?
We won a great victory here today. We now have the means to recover the Amulet of Kings from Camoran. But we need to act quickly. Camoran will not take long to recognize his danger. Remember, the portal closes behind you. Anything you need, carry it with you. I'll have the ritual ready in the Great Hall when you arrive. Farewell.
What's with that look of disgust, Martin?
As a young man, I grew impatient with Mages Guild restrictions, as did many of my fellow apprentices. We threw ourselves into the riddles of Daedric magic. We hungered for forbidden secrets. Knowledge and power were our gods. You can guess the rest. We got in over our heads. People died. My friends died. I've put those days behind me. But the bitter wisdom that one has been a fool is not without value. I have everything necessary for the ritual to use the Xarxes to open a portal to Camoran's paradise. Remember, the portal will close behind you, so you will need to take everything you need. The only way to close all the Oblivion gates forever is for me to relight the dragonfires in the Temple of the One. Our only hope is to recover the Amulet of Kings from Camoran.
You know, all this because that priestly guy just kept it hanging around in his study for anyone to go and loot.
Farewell, my friend.
Well, what a tragic loss there's been here. At least those soldiers are no longer to be hunting me down. Where's Bird? Oh, there's Joffrey! What a tragic shame. Take your venison, take your gold. Oh, Bird. I should probably feel worse about this than I do. I don't think the Countess is going to be so happy. Oh yeah, so this so-called siege engine, I guess, got chopped in half because the gate gave out. Well, no, its backside is still here. Maybe that's just Martin. Took one big swing at it and down it fell. You're not taking the Blade of the East. No, we don't do blades. We do clubbing, and that's certainly a mace, but for some reason axes are clubs in this game as well. If you were going into a do-or-die battle, you'd probably want to take your favorite food with you, right? And maybe that guy really loved pears. If you were going into your do-or-die battle, and you needed to bring some rations with you, what would you take? Obviously something you could hold on your person, so you're not going to be able to take your full spread, all-you-can-eat Chinese meal with you. I'd take some figs, some lovely fresh figs.
Right there,
Oh,
criminal
Jesus!
scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch. I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine.
The
It's off the
hell
trail.
did I do? Why do I have a 1,000 bounty here? Oh, God. Alright, whatever gets you off my back.
That's too bad. I was hoping you'd resist arrest. Okay, here's the procedure. We go to the castle. First, we search you, confiscate any stolen goods. Then you pay your fine, and we release you.
We've not been much of a thief these days, so that's not too big of a deal. Yeah, I think he was just a fraud trying to extort us. Yeah, fine, take it. I got money for days. Pro Victoria player here. I think I ended up with about 2 billion GDP as Lubeck. Not as hard as I thought playing a miner. Well, a European one at least. Madagascar was suffering incarnate. Recht, so I'll be honest, I didn't really listen to what Sean Bean had to say. There was something about a gate and take everything with you. Prepare myself, travel to Cameron's paradise. Ew. Is this some kind of Epstein Island sort of affair? Because it's starting to sound like it. Right, get the Amulet of Kings. When I'm ready, meet him at the Great Hall at Cloud Ruler. Okay, but I should probably go and tell the Countess that Bird is dead. No, I'm pretty sure what I took off that corpse was fair game. Cameron's Paradise is just Britain.
Good day to you.
You don't look like it's a good day for you.
I think I know why you're here, but I'd speak to my herald, Tolgan, first. I believe he has something for you. Then return to me.
That freaking face.
Good day. I'm Tolgan, herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience. Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come. My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her.
Oh boy, 25 gold. Should have slipped this to the guard out front, made him in a less sour mood.
Safe journey, my lord.
I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite. Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Narina Carvane. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying.
Was
Well,
displaying.
it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone.
I think you've already had a bit too much of the Madstone.
Please consider my proposal.
I hope you'll consider mine.
What is it, sir? I'm done talking to you.
Yes, we're all done talking.
Well met, my lord.
I don't have time for you.
Right, time to go to David Cameron's paradise. I can't imagine anything I'd want to grab at this point to take with me. Surely we've got all we need, our giant candy axe. That's above his pay grade. He wasn't wanting to deal with any of that. Healing potion? I'm sure we've got one or two of those hanging around.
Congratulations on your victory, sir.
Oh, they replenished the blades pretty quickly.
What can I do for you, sir? Farewell.
I don't think they brought their A game over with that Oblivion gate. Oh god. How anomalous. Martin, please explain this.
I have everything in place for the ritual. I'll open the portal whenever you're ready. I don't know what you'll find in Camoran's paradise. I do know the portal I create through the Mysterium Xarxes ritual will close behind you. You'll have to find another way back. I believe that Manka Camoran acts as the anchor for paradise, just as a sigil stone anchors an Oblivion gate in place. Kill Manka Camoran, and you will unmake his paradise. Shall I open the portal to paradise? Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Farewell, my friend. Our fate is in your hands. Bring back the Amulet of Kings. Brace yourself.
Hail.
Legally distinct Tower of Sauron here.
We have only one chance at this. Use the portal to Camoran's paradise before it closes again.
To those in the know, could I just leave this here for months on end, like we did Kvatch? Well, it seems like a prime opportunity to save. Go get a thief from the guild and drag them in. Nah. Ooh. I've arrived in the paradise. The portal closed behind me. I must find him, kill him, and get the amulet. If I was just a bit faster earlier, I could have grabbed the amulet aeons ago. Or if we hadn't given it to the OAP.
So, the cat's paw of the Septims arrives at last. You didn't think you could take me unawares, here of all places, in the paradise that I created. Look now upon my paradise. Gaia Alata in the old tongue, a vision of the past and the future.
Looks like Morrowind. Well, if we're going to go and put a Morrowind fan out of his misery, I consider it a duty. I'm also stunned by the idea of a new voice actor. Whose uncle did they get into the studio for an afternoon? Ascended Immortal. Doesn't seem to be living up to his name. Oh, Lord. Huh. No need to be an aggressor here in a paradise, but where am I going? If I had to guess, following the brick road was fine.
Garden, where my disciples are tempered for a higher destiny, to rule over Tamriel Reborn. If you are truly the hero of destiny, as I hope, the garden will not hold you for long. Lift your eyes to Kaerek Agayalor, my seat at the pinnacle of paradise. I shall await you there.
Not too far off the paradise ending in... Ooh, Soma, I think was the game. The one where you play as this bumbling idiot who cannot wrap his head around the idea of copying his mind. I copied my mind. Why am I still here? Because you copied it. But why am I still here? You've done this 3 times now. Why are you still confused? Boy, I did not like Soma, but at least I got to kill the last human in the world in that game. Right, come on, leave me be. I'm trying to appreciate paradise here. But the coin flip. Man who's never seen a coin in his life trying to understand that. Okay, this is all well and good, but what are we doing here? Other than getting blasted by giant ice golems. The main character in Soma was in denial about copying, just like you're in denial about loving Victoria 3. Oh, it's all become clear to me now. I will concede, after I played a lot more with the Victoria 3 combat, I could appreciate what they're trying to do, but it needs fixed big time. The teleporting armies, the splitting fronts, the sheer lack of information about what's going on, and naval invasions are just... click it, wait for it, is it working? Oh, I don't know. Why is this bar not going up? Oh, I also don't know, but the invasion is suddenly finished. Madness. Ambrosia. New. Damn, I'm useless without my quest markers. What's a man to do? I'm just following the brick road would get me everything I need.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way they just fall over there, devoid of life. Recht. Truly a finished game when your army decides to teleport 7 months away from an active front line because they closed a pocket. Yep. I was trying to put the Australians in their place. And then all of a sudden, why are they back in Schleswig-Holstein? Took me ages to get over there. Maybe that's just the true meaning of the Schleswig-Holstein question. Where would you rather be, there or in Australia? Whew. Maybe I should be grateful that the sun here doesn't count as sun for burning me as a vampire, but maybe it does. Maybe I shouldn't tally here. Maybe take the path up the mountain. There's a mountain. Oh, hey, who's this?
You. How can you be here? No matter. You are too late to stop Lord Dagon's victory. Soon we will return to Tamriel to rule over it as lords. While you will remain here in the Eternal Garden forever.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Gaia Alata is the Master's name for this place. We usually just call it Paradise. This is the Savage Garden. At the top of that mountain lies the Terrace of Dawn, which leads up to Mankar Camoran's palace, Carrick Agaialor. Beneath the mountain lies the Forbidden Grotto, the only way out of the Savage Garden. We have all died in the Master's service. Here in Gaia Alata, we are immortal, and wait to return to Tamriel after Lord Dagon's final victory. The Forbidden Grotto is the only way out of the Savage Garden. Those who earn the Master's favor are given the Bands of the Chosen and allowed to leave the garden. Those favored by the Master to wear the bands may enter the Forbidden Grotto and leave this Savage Garden forever. I'm listening.
Just bribe this guy?
What a thoughtful gift. What a thoughtful gift.
I didn't actually mean to open this up.
For me, thanks.
Wait, I mean...
You think that's funny?
Whoa. I don't think I ever tried to just rotate this thing around.
I won't fight you. Don't make me laugh. Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you. I'll take that. And thank you very much. You're good. The Master will soon deal with you.
So you say you're immortal.
What do you... Looks like we... Am I supposed to be in...
The immortal. Wait, did I loot that gold twice? Oh! Hello, friend.
What do you want, mortal? The Master will soon deal with you.
Oh, if you get caught, you don't get the gold? That's mad. Right, so. He said a lot of words, and I didn't listen to any of them. But perhaps we need just move on. He mentioned something about a frozen grotto. If he respawns infinitely, you can make a ladder of the corpses up to the mountain.
So, you found your way to Gaia Ralata at last. Don't we have enough troubles here without you adding to them? Leave us alone. Your quarrel is with Miscarcand Camoran, not us poor fools.
Finally, some sense.
Only those wearing the bands can enter the Forbidden Grotto. No one who enters the grotto ever returns. The only way out of the Savage Garden. Only those wearing the bands of the Chosen may enter the Forbidden Grotto, but they never return, so we don't know what fate awaits them. Everyone here died in the Master's service. As the Master promised, we are now immortal, like the Daedra. But our life here is a nightmare. The creatures of the garden torment us endlessly. When they kill us, we are soon reborn, and the cycle begins again. No one has yet found a way to leave the garden, except those few given the bands of the Chosen and allowed to enter the Forbidden Grotto.
Alright, they're laying it on thick that I need one of these bands. But where do I get such a band? Alright, I'll just leave that immortal to his fate. Whilst I try and find my own way to this grotto. No one's been kind enough to tell me where it is, though. I think I'm back where I spawned. This is where I came in, no doubt. But yeah, if my vampiric things were flaring up right now, I'd be in deep trouble, what with all the burning and the dying. Maybe I'd be immortal now. Well, as is often the case in life, just pick a direction and go with it.
You destroyed the Sigil Tower at Ganona. My kin say you fought well. You speak directly, like one of my people almost. I'm glad I did not kill you immediately. There is but one way out of the garden. I guard that path. You will travel that path, and it will bring me honor to defeat you. But you shamed my kin at Ganona. To bring you into my service, that would also bring me honor. So I offer you a choice. Would you confront me in battle, or offer me service?
I am nobody's peon.
Your mind follows the simple path, the choice of an animal. But you have courage at least. You will fail, mortal, And then where will you be? Dead and nothing.
And goodbye.
Are you here to end this nightmare and free us all from the savage garden?
I thought this was meant to be a paradise.
Leave me in peace.
I fought much.
Is this the guy that's terrorizing you?
Oh!
Why won't you fight him, not me? Oh, they will! Thank you, immortals. I'm not here to get my own hands dirty.
You'll never take me down. Let's get this over. Show me what you've got.
How am I on fire? I'm in water. And you're getting beaten up by some naked guy. Life is good.
Yeah! Die, damn you! Yeah! What's the matter? Getting tired?
Well, thank you very much, Ascended Immortal.
What do you want, mortal? The Master will soon deal with you.
You killed him! Actually, I want to see him naked. Oh. Ah, he had the bands. Bands of the Chosen. Find the door to the Forbidden Grotto. Was he telling the truth?
How little you understand. You cannot stop Lord Dagon. The principalities have sparkled as gems in the black reaches of Oblivion since the first morning. Many are their names and the names of their masters. The cold harbor of Meridia, Peria... and Dawn's Beauty, the princedom of Lorcon, misnamed Tamriel by deluded mortals. Yes, you understand now. Tamriel is just one more Daedric realm of Oblivion, long since lost to its prince when he was betrayed. Lord Dagon cannot invade Tamriel, his birthright. He comes to liberate the occupied lands. Ask yourself, how is it that mighty gods die, yet the Daedra stand incorruptible? How is it that the Daedra forthrightly proclaim themselves to man, while the gods cower behind statues and the faithless words of traitor priests? They are not gods at all. The truth has been in front of you since you first were born. The Daedra are the true gods. Julianos, Dibella, and Stondar are all Lorcan's betrayers, posing as divinities in the Principality.
Oh my god, he's just forcing me to listen to his fanfic.
What are scholarship?
Alright, enter the Forbidden Grotto. With the name Grotto, I thought it would be more icy and blue and white rather than menacingly red.
They have tricked you for ages. Why do you think your world has always been contested ground, the arena of powers and immortals? It is Tamriel, the realm of change, brother to madness, sister to deceit. Your false gods could not entirely rewrite history. Thus you remember tales of Lorcan vilified, a dead trickster whose heart came to Tamriel. But if a god can die, how does his heart survive? He is Daedroth, Tamriel I Daedroth. This heart is the heart of the world, for one was made to satisfy the other. You all remember this. It is in Daedra cannot die. So your so-called gods cannot erase him from your minds completely.
I think he's in for an eternity of suffering down there. He's fallen and can't get up, like a turtle on its back. Yeah, that guy is certainly yapping a lot. Good thing I'm an expert at not listening. Now, what's this guy's story? Do you also want to take a plunge? Can I make you take a plunge? Okay, he doesn't seem to want to talk.
You wear the bands, but you're no prisoner. Who are you? What are you doing here? Can you really do it? Can you bring this eternal nightmare to an end? Can you defeat Miscarcand Camoran and free all the souls of the poor fools who followed him? Listen, I can help you. You need my help if you are ever to leave the Forbidden Grotto. I was one of Miscarcand Camoran's chief lieutenants. I helped plan the Emperor's assassination. I opened the Great Gate at Kvatch. We were the chosen. We saw more clearly than ordinary mortals. We would destroy the world and remake it. Miscarcand Camoran was our leader, our teacher, our master. He had the secret knowledge. He dealt with Mehrunes Dagon as an equal. I was at the sack of Kvatch. They had no chance. We took them by surprise, and we carried the walls in the first assault. But they fought on anyway, desperately. They seemed to think this decadent, mundane world of theirs was worth defending. I was slain after the battle was over. 3 townsfolk hiding in the cellar attacked me when I entered their house, hunting down survivors. They tore me to pieces, although I have no doubt they were immediately killed by my companions. I've had plenty of time to ponder my deeds since I came here. Ponder and regret. An eternity of regret. For my weakness, the Master sent me here to torture my former comrades who showed similar ingratitude for his gift of eternal life. I understand. Why would you trust me? But you have no choice. I am the only one who can help you escape this place. No one wearing the bands of the Chosen can leave the grotto. You'll discover that for yourself soon enough.
I have my doubts about that. I do wonder what's up with all the giant spiders here, though. Why does a spider have memories? That guy's having a grim time. Maybe I can bring him out and he can explain his situation better. This lever, for example. No, it appears to be locked. Kind of dark and hard to see here. Can we change that? Oh, no, I thought I might be able to reason with these people. Okay. No, they know ranged they know ranged attacks. That will work. Dying might work. Yeah, mistakes were made. Is Jake still an ugly-ass vampire? That I am. Alright, tell you what was really going wrong. I was me. when I should have been my mild-mannered alter ego. Grey Fox will cover you. Would help with the detecting life forms as well. Oh god, he's back.
No. Good. Follow me, and don't worry. You can trust me.
I don't trust him, and I do plan to kill him.
What's going on here? Who's this?
A prisoner, sent in by...
Show me some respect, worm. Unless you want to end up in the cages with them.
Yes, Kinreeve, sir. This prisoner was sent in by Cathertet for questioning. I was about to begin.
This is not one of Camoran's chattels from the garden. Who is he?
Nothing escapes your vigilance, Kinreeve. Cathertet wondered as well. This is why he sent him for questioning.
Well, carry on.
For Tamriel!
That worked? Question mark?
Show me what you've got! Show me what you've got!
Do love having an ally in times like this. Not just in the sense of having them soak up attacks, it's just nice to fight alongside someone in a game like this. Most games, really. That's why I was so sad to see no NPCs in Project Zomboid. But hey, did I hear you're finally getting build 43 or whatnot? You poor delusional fools. Also, what a kill steal. Well, whatever gets me through here.
Yeah.
So much sounds of people eternally suffering down here. Why all the sweet, sweet suffering? Are you really going to call people... I should never talk about the games I play, right? Just gets used against me in nasty ways. Call people delusional fools after pulling an all-nighter for Victoria 3. Yeah. I'm the foolish fool today, it seems. Through we go. Nary a problem.
You made it. I didn't think you'd have any trouble. Let's get these bands off you.
Wait, you're back?
There. You're not a prisoner of the Forbidden Grotto any longer. Let me come with you. Let me help you kill Camoran. I am not without power. I am no match for Camoran, but perhaps together we can find a way to defeat him. Lead on.
I will lead right on.
You think I mock you? Not at all. In your coming, I hear the footsteps of fate. You are the last defender of decadent Tamriel. I am the midwife of the mythic dawn, Tamriel reborn. I welcome you, if you truly are the agent of fate. I tire of the self-styled heroes who set themselves in my path only to prove unworthy in the event.
I didn't just circle back, did I? I'm very good at doing that. Yeah, I should have stripped him down and see if he stays naked. I might be immortal, but my clothes are not. And all their clothes fell off. Instantly. Loads of these nice wee loot boxes around here. I'm really only interested in grabbing some potions if there are any. But come on, Cameron, you must die for everything you did to Britain. Should I be back out here? Maybe some immortals can go and barehanded club that person to death. Does it still know I'm here? Yeah, well, yes. God, love having all these people go and kill each other, sparing me the trouble. Thank you, friends. Is that the guy? Looks like him. Wonder if I can get a drop on him somehow. He'll never see Grey Fox coming. Well, actually, he knows I'm here, doesn't he? We don't know that he knows.
I have waited a long time for you, champion of... You were the last gasp of a dying age. You breathed the stale air. How little you understand. You cannot...
I found him. I must kill him.
Dagon will walk.
Come on.
Hey, that was pretty close to a one-hit wonder. I'll be having that, thanks. See ya. Oh, I killed Miscarcand Camoran. Upon his death, the paradise dissolved. Hello, Martin. Wait, what's all this?
You found a way back. Does this mean... You did it. You defeated him. Then you have it. You have the Amulet of Kings. Belongs to me. The Amulet of Kings. So you and Joffrey have said... If it is true, if the Emperor really was my father, then I should be able to wear it. Only those of the Septim blood can wear the Amulet of Kings. Yes, of course. What am I waiting for? After all, this is my destiny. And no man can deny his destiny. I didn't really need the amulet to tell me that. I've known it was true since you first told me back in Kavach. But it is one thing to talk of becoming Emperor, and quite another to actually be the Emperor. Not yet. Until we light the Dragonfires, the gates are open and Mehrunes Dagon's invasion continues. While you were gone, I sent a messenger to Chancellor Rakato. He waits for us in the Imperial City. Chancellor Rakato is the head of the Elder Council. The Council rules in the Emperor's absence. I don't expect any objections from the Elder Council, but we should defer to their authority. Let's go to the Imperial City at once, before the enemy can recover from Confronting Camoran's death.
Good morning, sir.
We should go to the Imperial City at once. Lead on. Of course. Against all hope, you returned from Camoran's paradise with the Amulet of Kings. We now have a chance to turn back Dagon's invasion. I must go to the Temple of the One and perform the ceremony to relight the Dragonfires. But we must hurry. The barriers between our world and Oblivion weaken with every gate that is opened. If Mehrunes Dagon is able to cross over into our world, even relighting the Dragonfires will not be able to send him back. Farewell, my friend.
Very well, let's get moving and stop making that scowl at me. I suppose I am the famed Grey Fox, who once again saves the world. But now let's change back to mild-mannered Shecklethorn. I really miss my ugly face. Why does vampirism have to change like that? I will concede I forgot where you said we're heading. The Elder Council. Very well. Oh, we were much uglier earlier, Uer. What a strange sentence. But sadly, being inflicted with vampirism made us significantly less ugly.
He had word of your arrival in the capital.
Very well. Let's finish this.
Please show your respect for the Imperial Palace by keeping your voice down. Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
I've been expecting you.
Oh, Christ.
The full council has already considered the matter of Martin's claim to the Imperial throne in detail. Martin Septim, on behalf of the Elder Council, I accept your claim to the Imperial...
Chancellor Okato, the city is under attack. Oblivion gates have opened and Daedra are inside the walls. The guard is overwhelmed.
Courage, soldier. We have an emperor again. Your Highness, what are your orders? Shall the guard fall back to the palace?
No. If we let ourselves get besieged in the palace, we're doomed. We must get to the Temple of the One immediately.
As you command, sire. Guards, form up and protect the emperor. To the Temple of the One.
Escort Martin safely to the temple. He can light the fires and close the gates. Very... Oh, God. He wasn't kidding when he said they're in here already. Question is the Emperor immortal now? He doesn't seem to have his immortality flag. That's exciting. Perhaps we could... Oh, God. Nice. It's like the ending to Dragon's Dogma 2. Hope you know what you're doing, Martin. He says follow him, but I don't know where the temple is. Bye-bye, Okato. Mehrunes Dagon's here. The barriers between da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Cast him back to Oblivion. Maybe Martin knows what to do. Martin, you got any bright ideas?
Mehrunes Dagon is here. Lighting the dragon fires will no longer save us. The barriers that protected us from Oblivion are gone. I don't see how. Mortal weapons may hurt him, but now that he is physically here in Tamriel, they have no power to actually destroy him. Wait, yes. The amulet was given to mortals by Akatosh. It contains his divine power. But how to use this power against Dagon? The amulet was not intended as a weapon. I have an idea. One last hope. I must reach the Dragonfires and the Temple of the One. You'll just have to trust me. I know now what I was born to do, but I'll need your help. I have to get past Mehrunes Dagon somehow. Then I'll do the rest. Lead on, my friend.
I was thinking I could just pick you up and use you as a club, but hey-ho.
I'm with you.
I'm sure you'll be fine, Martin. Just follow behind. Holy Christ! Who let Azura in here? We're inside. We must get him to the Dragonfires, or else all is lost.
I do what I must do. I cannot stay to rebuild Tamriel. That task falls to others. Farewell. You've been a good friend in the short time that I've known you. But now I must go. The dragon waits.
What? This is so dumb. He's turned into a kaiju game. I think I played this mission in Earth Defense Force.
The amulet is shattered. Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the amulet of kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion forever. The last of the Septims passes now into history. I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my father and my father's fathers. The Third Age has ended, and a new age dawns. When the next Elder Scroll is written, you shall be its scribe. The shape of the future, the fate of the Empire. These things now belong to you.
I was
What
wondering.
happened?
Oh,
Where's
Christ!
Martin? I must congratulate him. Mehrunes Dagon is defeated. Cast back into Oblivion. We've won!
The last thing I wanted to see after all that was a freaking elf. Yeah, I was wondering how this game was going to round things up. I thought if it was going to be lame or not, but no, it turns out we do Pokemon Stadium, Charizard versus Machamp. And it was so bad, it was great.
What do you mean, gone? We saw the temple dome explode. The avatar of Akatosh appear. That was Martin? The joined blood of kings and gods. The amulet of kings. The divine power of Akatosh. Then Martin is gone. Yes, sealed forever. Mehrunes Dagon and his ilk can never threaten Tamriel again. Martin is dead, but he died an emperor and a hero to rival Tiber Septim. This victory is not without cost. We've lost Martin Septim. What an emperor he might have made. His sacrifice was necessary, but it leaves the Empire without an emperor. I don't know what happens now. There are troubled times ahead for the Empire. But now is not the time to worry about the future. Let's just give thanks that we're alive.
I'm not giving thanks that you're alive.
The dragon will stand forever as a memorial.
I'd like to
what
change
you
that,
and
but
Martin
you're
did for
immortal.
all of Tamriel.
You're not.
What can I do for you, sir? You were there. You saw his true nature. The blood of the dragon was revealed for all to see. May Talos...
Is there something you need, champion? In my capacity as Lord High Chancellor of the Elder Council, I hereby proclaim you Champion of Cyrodiil. And, as a small token of gratitude for your service to the Empire, I have ordered a suit of Imperial Dragon armor made for you. You have earned the highest rank possible in the Order of the Dragon, the illustrious Order of Imperial Knights, founded by Tiber Septim himself. It is a high honor. Only 6 other champions have been awarded in the history of the Empire. We are now the stewards of the Empire. We can hold the Empire together in the short term. But to be honest, I don't know what will happen. The provinces have been restive for years, even before the latest crisis. With no legitimate claimant for the Dragon Throne, troubled times lie ahead. Imperial Dragon armor is normally worn only by the Emperor himself, but you deserve no less, champion. I know he's gone. As the Chancellor of the Elder Council, my concern now is how to choose his successor. Anytime, champion.
Okay, well I suppose the game will continue on, won't it? It's going to be open-ended that way, but I think that was the ending? Yeah, there we go. With that, the main quest is done, and with that, I am done. I know there is so much more to do in this ever-evolving world of Cyrodiil. Maybe I can get that right for once. But I wouldn't want to let the game overstay its welcome. I'm playing it not because I think it's any good, but because I think it's very charming, and it has been. I'm glad I saw this one through and got to see more than I did just during the weekly one-shot. But at the risk of it grating and becoming considerably less charming, let's draw a line under it there. We had our big Pokémon fight. The city is saved, and all is well. The DLC is more charming. I've had a lot of people say, oh yeah, the DLC is great, but I think that's for another time, and probably another person. But for me, I'll draw a line under it right there. Don't know what the next long play is going to be, but I'm heading off on vacation for about a week or more, so we will figure that out after I am back from that. What day is it anyway? I have no idea. I've lost track of my life. I think tomorrow is Saturday. That means it's time for King of the Castle then. So until I am back with that, it is a cheers, especially to the Endarius, who sometimes it feels single-handedly was trying to promote this game and see it through to a long play. It's highly enjoyable, even though I still don't think the game or the series is very good. But sometimes that's not what it's about. It's more about the charm. So until I'm back to club more things, there's a cheers
It's
and
all
a cheerio.
over, lawbreaker. Your spree is at an end. I'll take any stolen goods you have. The next move is yours. Pay your fine, or I'll haul you away.